Welcome to Cyber Sunday.
The challenger has made the champ's life a living hell all month.
But he may have just fired up the champ even more.
Or he might have made him so mad, he's not thinking straight.
We'll find out when the rightful owner of the championship is decided tonight. They call themselves the only true royalty on SmackDown, and tonight is their chance to put their money where their mouth is.
Not to mention the gold around his waist, which, by the way, is where it's been for the last few weeks.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy!
I don't know how they managed to make this a 2-on-1 match, but he'll be seconding the number one contender here tonight.
The number one contender's a very resourceful individual, Michael. That's what makes him so incredibly dangerous.
It seems like the numbers are always against him, but that hasn't stopped him from going after his opponents at every opportunity.
And he got his belt back, which I wasn't expecting. Now let's see if he can keep it.
You're not going to get him with that one.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? And now a pin. This could be it. 2.
Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is, the Batista bomb. That's just raw animal power right there. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except we have to sit here and listen to you. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
I can't believe he countered that one. Looks like a tag to me.
Well, up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire. You're seeing it right.
Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. This could be a pinfall.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
He saw that one coming.
Here's what the fans came to see.
Oh my gosh! The Batista bomb! He shook the entire arena with that one! What does he think he's doing?
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
2, 3.
Uh-oh. Come on! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going!
I don't think that's gonna...
The champion has successfully defended his title.
I don't believe it. Talk about overcoming the odds.
And the challenger is absolutely livid.
This is just embarrassing, Michael. He's making a complete jackass of himself.
If you ask me, he's been doing it for the past several weeks, ambushing the champion, stealing the title.
That's all part of wearing the champ down. I get that. But this is just a temper tantrum.
I don't know if he'll be given another run at the championship after this.
Well, there's no denying his ability, but he's got some growing up to do.
I can't believe you've been given a second opponent on such short notice. But it doesn't matter. I know you'll come through, just like you always do. And I'll be right there with you to see it.
Congratulations, champ. I've got to admit, it took me a little while, but now I finally see what all the fuss is about. I've sent you a little something to remember me by. Give me a call sometime, if you want to see more.
Welcome to SmackDown, where Survivor Series is less than 3 weeks away. This is Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight.
And this might be a non-title match, but the champ better wear his working boots.
You can say that again. His opponent is in consideration for SmackDown Survivor Series team.
And there's no better way to evaluate a superstar than to put him in there against the champ. Who in the hell let these riffraffs in?
He even brought the ECW champ. This might turn ugly fast.
No. We're just here to offer a little challenge. Since ECW is the most dominant brand of sports ever,
It's Mr. McMahon and the WWE champ.
Let me remind you that you are standing in my ring. That makes this ground zero, mister. But you know, your boldness has sparked in me a wonderful idea for Survivor Series. Now the main event will be a triple threat match between the WWE World Heavyweight and ECW champions.
Survivor Series is right around the corner, champ, and I need to start putting together our Survivor Series team. I want to see how one superstar in particular...
Survivor Series is just over 1 week away. Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a main event we have for you tonight. SmackDown versus Raw, and a champion versus champion match.
And I'm glad the titles aren't on the line because I'm not sure our champ has what it takes.
Well, there's some team spirit for you. I think the champ's going to do just fine.
Man, I hope so. This could get embarrassing in a hurry if he doesn't.
He's one of the greatest superstars in sports entertainment history, and he holds Raw's highest honor.
And you know he wouldn't come to SmackDown if he didn't think he had a shot at making our champ look like an idiot.
He's proved himself time and again here on SmackDown, and this is the champion's opportunity to prove himself against Raw's best.
Yeah, but remember, at Survivor Series, he'll face both Raw and ECW as champions, and all 3 titles will be on the line.
He saw that one coming.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE.
You talk about raw power. You talk about intensity. Have you ever seen a superstar like Batista?
He's impressive, no question. But it's not like he's the...
This superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
He anticipated that move perfectly. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay out. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
This capacity crowd is on its feet. It knows what's coming.
Batista bomb. That will break every bone in your body. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a pup. He's 3 seconds away from victory.
He's got this crowd firmly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing.
I don't think he was too happy with the reception he got here on SmackDown.
If he was thinking he was going to get anything else, he's delusional.
I'm sure he's not used to that sort of treatment on Raw.
Yeah, well, I got news for him. This isn't Raw, and I couldn't be happier about that.
And I think tonight only fueled his desire to emerge victorious at Survivor Series.
I just hope our champion feels the same way. SmackDown's got to come out on top at Survivor Series. We've got to.
Hey, champ, I bet you're not too happy that the chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment is backing your opponent at Survivor Series. Just wanted to let you know that not every member of the McMahon family feels that way. Listen, I'm going to inherit this company from my old man someday, right? So why should I wait for him to decide to retire? If he beat my father's favorite at Survivor Series, then maybe the great Vince McMahon will lose some of his appetite for the business. Listen.
Congratulations on your victory, champ. But you can't count on getting that lucky again at Survivor Series. With my ECW champion involved in the match, are you sure you haven't bitten off more than you can chew?
Survivor Series is just 2 days away. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and can you imagine the pressure our champion must be under?
Part of being the champ is dealing with the pressure, Michael, but I don't envy him one bit.
A loss here tonight would rob him of momentum heading into Survivor Series.
But if he puts too much into tonight's match, he might not have enough left in the tank Sunday. Talk about your rock and hard place.
Oh no, this is the absolute last thing the champ needed.
That's it. Forget about it. SmackDown's got no chance at Survivor Series.
Hold on, we still don't know the extent of the injury. It might not be as bad as it looks.
Listen, he can't afford to suffer any injury this close to Survivor Series.
Well, we've seen him battle back against the odds before. I hope he can do it again this Sunday.
I hope so too, but let's face it, it doesn't look good.
Damn it! I just had this car detailed. So you think you're too good to defend your championship against my champion? Is that it? I hate one-sided conversations. Now, I gotta go get my car waxed, so I'll get my friend here to help you up. Did you really have to plow him into my car again? Oh, never mind.
SmackDown, Raw, and ECW welcome you to Survivor Series.
And our champ's got his work cut out for him tonight.
A triple threat match between all three of WWE's champions. The titles are all on the line.
I hope our champion knows what he's getting into tonight.
It's the biggest main event in WWE history, and it's live on pay-per-view. He's the best that Raw has to offer, and he gave our champion a run for his money a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm sure he studied the tapes of that match over and over. I hope our champion did the same thing.
The ECW champion is one of the most powerful, most dangerous superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring.
And I might not have any respect for ECW, but you gotta respect this man's power and ability.
This is the biggest match of the champion's career. All 3 championships are on the line. Whoever loses the match loses his title to the superstar who beat him.
And it's not enough for him to just not lose the championship tonight. The SmackDown fans want him to take someone's title home with him.
Each of these competitors is looking for the... Look at that! That's going to go over big with the fans and build some...
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, the adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. There's the cover. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what they're... Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. He's going in for the kill.
Batista bomb! My God! I think he might have knocked his opponent out cold with that one!
He's 3 seconds away from victory.
2.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
He made his opponent look like a chump with that counter.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight. He may get the 3 count right here.
2, 3. If you ask me,
He did it. He did it. SmackDown reigns supreme here at Survivor Series.
he put Raw in his place, that's for sure, and he's walking out with their championship.
And perhaps more importantly, he managed to retain his own championship at the same time.
You would have to...
What an historic night for SmackDown and our fans.
We always knew we were the best, and there's the proof right there.
An absolutely amazing performance by the most dominant superstar in sports entertainment today.
Sorry, Raw. Sorry, ECW. Better luck next year, losers.
Nice work, champ. Man, that went perfectly. I knew you were the right guy for the job. I'm keeping you in mind for similar situations in the future. Stick with me, and I'll make it worth your while.
Player, we got to talk.
What do you want?
Let me handle this, Teddy.
You're the boss. Or at least the boss's daughter.
You got that right. You've been officially traded to Raw, so you should pack your bags.
Listen to me, dog. This is a good gig. Coach needs you to make Raw worth a damn. Now, you'll take their titles, no sweat. So this is a sweet deal for you. Look, player, no hard feelings.
You're so lucky you've got a partner to blame for the match you're about to lose. Not only am I going to prove that I should be the #1 contender, I'm going to prove that I should be wearing championship gold again, not you. Hey, champ. How come you haven't returned any of my calls since Survivor Series? I know that there's some heat and, some tension between us, but business is business, and I hate leaving money on the table. But if that's the way you want it...
Survivor Series has come and gone, and now we're on our way to New Year's Revolution. This is Jim Ross, here with my Hall of Fame partner, Jerry the King Lawler, at ringside, and we welcome you to Monday Night Raw.
And how about that tag team match tonight, JR? The champ versus the #1 contender.
He's not the #1 contender yet, King, but he's determined to prove himself here tonight.
And I'll bet my crown that's exactly what he's going to do.
For a couple of superstars who got a chance to face the champion, they're leaving in a pretty foul move.
They both wanted to face the champ one-on-one, not in a tag team match.
Well, those kinds of opportunities aren't just handed out.
You're telling me that neither one of these guys deserves a shot at the champ?
They're both potential contenders, that's for sure. But I think they got to prove themselves a bit more first.
Come on, superstars of their caliber shouldn't have to jump through hoops like this.
Even though you couldn't get the job done for my brother Shane last month, I like the fact that you were actually willing to stand up to my dad. I've got something similar in mind for this month. Maybe the second time's the charm?